Yo, what is up, guys? Today we're going to be making another tier list. Today's tier list is going to be romance animes because you know your boy Johnny loves love. Now, in the first tier is obviously a bunch of them I haven't seen. Now, I do love romance and anime. Like, I love love. I love, the Doki Doki feeling, you know what I'm saying? But I cannot get behind like a straight up, like romantic anime. Which might sound contradictory, but hear me out for a second. It's like, I like it, but also it has to have something else. Like, it has to be like a romantic comedy or like an adventure show with like a romance in it. Like, I can't just do like straight romance. It's like sugar. Like, I can't just eat straight sugar. You gotta like bake it in a cake or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it making sense? Am I contradicting myself? Are is people like able to understand what I'm trying to say here? Anyway, so I haven't seen a bunch of these. If any of these are any good, make sure to let me know. But moving on to the ones I have seen, I have E tier, ones that I pretty much think stink. Everyone knows I hate Sword Art Online. If you've seen me talk about it before, I hate it. I think it stinks. I think the characters stink. The romance aspect of it's fine, I guess, but overall, I thought it stunk. Also, it wasn't like, I only made it like part way through season 2, but I'm pretty sure like his sister was like into him or something too. That's pretty gross. Or maybe it was his cousin, I can't remember. But either way, gross, yuck. I don't like that stuff. And I think the show stinks. It's me personally. E, we have also what was that show called? It's like a really long, complicated name. Bakigari Monogatari, something like that. It's like a really long, complicated name. The first season is like really awesome. Great romance, great mystery. It's like a really clever kind of supernatural mystery show. With a good bit of humor in it that I thought it was great for season 1. And then I didn't see anything for a while, and then I saw another season of it, like another couple seasons of it, and it is like boring and terrible. And I heard it gets a little freaky at some points too. I mean, not that I've actually seen it, but from what I hear, that's it. The bottom line is, after season 1, it pretty much torpedo tanks. It stinks. As far as I could see, I only watched, I don't know, maybe another season of it. I don't know if I made it a full season. And I don't know if it was directly after. I think it was later on, but still. That's why it's an E. It's not good after the first season. The other one, the third one, second one from the right, it's like Wolf something. I didn't watch the anime. I read the manga. Boring. Too boring. Couldn't do it. Maybe it's great. I don't know. Too boring. Same thing with that Magic High School, whatever it's called. Too boring. I made it maybe 8 episodes in. Stinks. Boring. Hated it. People have told me that I should have kept watching it. It picks up after the first couple episodes. That's not my fault. I'm not missing out. The show is missing out. It should be good from episode 1. Also, and I had a suspicion of this while I was watching the show, and this kind of confirms it, I thought his little sister kind of had a thing for him. I guess that is the point of the show. Gross. Not into that. Bottom tier. Anyway, in the C tier, top of the C tier, we got, what was the show called? Quintessential Quintuplets. We've got, I don't remember what that show is called. Man, it's blanking on me. I read the manga, I didn't watch the show. It's like Wolf Prince, Black Princess, something. It has a couple of those words in some order that I can't recall. And we got Horimiya. Horimiya was a really great one. It obviously is. Honestly, I would maybe put it S or A if we're talking about the beginning. It's another one. It kind of peters out at the end, but still pretty good. So that one's, that's why I put it C. The other one, like I said, it's been a really long time. I don't even remember what it's called. So I don't know. If it didn't leave that much of an impression, maybe I didn't think it was that great, so I put it in C. Quintessential Quintuplet is alright. I didn't like the ending. I think he should have ended up with another one of them. But, it is what it is. It happens. Moving on. B tier. move my face out of the way. We've got Yona the Dawn. That's a great one. It's not a romantic comedy, which is my favorite romantic genre, but you know, it's a pretty good story. It has actually some good action. I haven't finished it, that's why it's a B tier. I haven't seen it in a while. I need to get back into it. I'm just now thinking. Same thing, Snow White with red hair, I think is what it's called. Pretty good one. It's pretty decent. I haven't seen it in a long time. I've never finished it, so that's why it's in B tier. Maybe it deserves to be lower. Maybe I just don't remember. Maybe I remember it being better than it was. Same thing with Toradora. I haven't seen it in a long time. I put it in B. I just didn't want to get like too high on it, I guess. And then I think that last one, it looks like Yamada and the Witches, 7 Witches. It's been a while since I've seen that too, so I didn't want to get like too high. I remember having really good moments and also having like not that interesting moments. So that's why I put it B. Maybe it was a borderline like B or C. Now moving on to A, we've got some real great ones here. Darling in the Franxx. Honestly, Darling in the Franxx, and I probably think this one was the Maid one too. It's been a long time since I've been thinking about this. Obviously, a lot of these ones. It's been a long time since I've seen them, and I wonder if I watched them again, if I would put them in the tiers that I'm putting them in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Darling in the Franxx and Maid is one of the first like animes overall that I even watched. So I'm wondering if I'm remembering them better than they actually were. Like, if that makes any sense. So I got that A. Love and Chunibyo. That's a really funny one. It's a pretty solid one, so I put it at A. Nisekoi, that one's kind of borderline A or B. Maybe it should have been B. I thought it was pretty good. I don't like the like harem kind of ones. I don't like them that much. I prefer, but you know, it had some interesting plot twists and turns. But I mean, it wasn't really that much of a twist. I mean, he ended up exactly with the person he thought he was going to be at the beginning. So it is what it is. But My Love Story, I freaking love that one. That one is so fun. I don't think I've ever finished it though. No, I definitely did. I don't know. I'd have to go back. I'd have to go back and check. But anyway, moving on to S tier. We've got, this is another really long, complicated title. I'm trying to remember exactly word for word what it is. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Which sounds ridiculous, but let me, give me a second here. It is a really funny, at times pretty clever show. It's honestly, and someone told me this before when I was still watching the first season of that Bakemono Kanari or whatever it's called. They said that this show is a better version of that show, and while I was watching the first season, I'm like, no, that's definitely not true. But after watching both of them for a longer amount of time, I definitely like this. That show is 100% how that show should be, if that makes, like, this show is as good as that other show should have been, if that makes sense. If you get it now. Anyway, we're moving on. Double S tier. These are the two best that I've ever seen. Kaguya-sama Love is War, so hilarious, breathtakingly funny, lots of doki doki moments. Same thing with My Little Monster. Those are definitely, My Little Monster is probably my favorite one. Lots of fun. I don't know, Kaguya-sama is a lot funnier though. It's hard to say, but I would say if you're watching My Little Monster, you should read the manga. First of all, it's finished. Second of all, it's a lot better. But yeah, those are my top two. What do you think about the list? As always, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out the links in the description, check out Coffee Brand Coffee. You get 10% off when you use the link in the description. It also gives me a little bit of this to make these videos a little bit better. So, but thank you if you watched the video this far. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, you son of